What up, YouTube? It's your boy, Young Black. Before I start talking about anything video game wise, let me get to the important, um, the important news or the important thing on hand. I just want to say rest in peace to Steve Jobs, uh, one of the innovators of internet and communication technology. I'm not a big iPhone guy, but my first MP3 device was an iPod, and I'm recording this right now on an iMac. Um, I just gotta say rest in peace. I can't say more than that about him. I don't know too much. I just he just got me into computers in general. Like I used to be a PC guy a little bit when I was in school. We used to use PC. I was interested in the internet, that type of stuff. But when I watched a couple of his press conferences for some of the items that he made, iPods, the iMacs, and seeing the way they operated, and I got my hands on them a couple times. I remember back in school, they had those. Yeah, I think they were IMAX, and they came in different colors like green, blue, pink, all those high neonic type colors. And I used to play Oregon Trail and Word Muncher and all that type of stuff in school. I used to really look forward to all of that stuff, and I just want to say thank you to him for that, and rest in peace. All right, now I'm making this video really to say that, and also to talk about a hell of a game that I've been playing that I knew it was going to be good, but it's really blowing me away right now. It's absorbing my life. I can't seem to put it down for more than a couple hours, maybe just to eat and sleep, to chill with my wife and kids a little bit. And I haven't even really been doing that. I mean, it's been taking me out of all of my normal stuff that's more important than any damn video game. But it's just so absorbing and so addictive that I just cannot stop playing this damn game. Talking about Dark Souls, this is an amazing fucking game. Out of all the games that's come out after the drought, I think this is the most compelling, most addictive, and most relentless game I've probably ever played in my life. Now I found out a couple of little tricks to help me get started, to make my course in the beginning of the game a little bit easier than some people because it's so fucking unrelentless compared to Demon Souls. Demon Souls to me is easy now compared to this, just because of a certain little things that From Software has changed. Like no more Nexus, which used to make it easy for you to go find a blacksmith. It was right there in the Nexus, stockpile Thomas, all of that type of stuff. When I first started playing, um, I was getting real nervous that I didn't know where a blacksmith was, things like that. My first sword broke. Thank God one of the undead soldiers dropped a long sword, so I switched to the long sword, and then I eventually found a blacksmith. And there's one or two that I missed too. I found like the third blacksmith in the game. I didn't even find the first two. I found the third one, which is the big guy who's in the basement. He's like hammering away. He's like some big guy, looks like Santa Claus with no shirt on. He's like diesel as hell. But besides that, the gameplay in this game is unfreaking believable. I mean, when you first start, the path it takes you is kind of like Dark Souls, like how in Dark Souls they make you fight a humongous boss in the beginning. That he's there basically to show you and what you're in for. He basically kills you instantly, unless you're nice and you've beaten the game once or twice, and it's like New Game Plus, and you know what you're in for from fighting other bosses, and it's possible you could kill him. This boss in Dark Souls, you basically have to kill him. You come across him again and you kill him, and you get a key to go through a door. So you have to kill this boss in the beginning. But he's not all that difficult. But he's more difficult than that first boss in Demon Souls. That's for damn sure. I didn't think they were going to change the combat too much, but I'm happy to say the combat has changed. Not dramatically, but it has changed. Like they have these cloaked knights, and when I first ran into them, I approached them like a normal enemy, right? So let them hit me, parry off of that, and take my swing and counterattack. But what I noticed was once I tried to swing, I seen him actually do evasive moves, like not a roll, but like they jump back and jump to the side, and I was like, whoa, these guys move now. Like they move a lot more than I thought. And a lot of enemies do that, so they take you by surprise. when you first start fighting. Um, what else can I talk about this game? There's so much. The atmosphere, the way that the game looks is freaking incredible. I mean, I took maybe about 45 minutes when I first popped it in, just looking up at the sky, the sun coming through the cloud. It's incredible, the graphics in this game. I mean, they're subtle. They're not Call of Duty or Battlefield that like up to that type of standard. But these graphics to me are up there with Skyrim and Oblivion. They're very immersive, and they get their point across for the lore of what they're trying to do. I mean, it's totally amazing. It's like you feel like you're in a fully fleshed out world, like you're running around in Lord of the Rings or something like that. It's amazing. It's amazing, and it's unrelentless. It is hard as shit. Hard as shit. Okay, they've taken away the grass where you can just kill a couple monsters or go buy a whole bunch of these grass things to heal yourself. Game doesn't work like that. Now you use these things called Estus flasks, which is like a cup filled up with some type of orange liquid that your character has to drink to refill his health. Right? Sounds simple enough. Except for you only get like 5, and there's no Nexus now. So instead of going there to buy more or to have it as a home base, they have these things called bonfires, and they're spread out across the world because it's an open world now. There is no world hub, right? Which you guys probably know. I just put in my opinions about, the game out there, my form, my style. You know, this game totally took me out of my element for this type of game. I approached it like Demon Souls, and I got obliterated in the beginning. So I had to relearn, not everything, but I had to relearn most of the new features in this game, like how the enemies move and things like that, because they don't entirely move the same. Like in Demon Souls, you can just circle around enemies and pretty much kill them easily. No, these enemies will track you in a circle and can still hit you. So it makes your evasive movement very important. And they've given you new evasive movements. Like now you can run and jump, which is a real big help. You can actually jump and attack, which is also a real big help. They actually have bosses that you fight them and you can jump down on top of their heads. They're so huge. You climb up something and jump down on top of their heads and just stab them in the head, and it takes like 35 or 25% of their health off in one fell swoop. And that is incredibly helpful. Like on the Taurus demon on the bridge, that's how you beat him. I also used it to beat the Kappa demon. But if you guys are having a hard time playing in the beginning and you're just really struggling, leveling up is the way to go. But if you don't want to level up and put the time into doing it, that takes a lot of time. There's a secret that I learned from other videos on YouTube. Thanks to my man Epic Name Bro. That's the name of his channel. But his name is Epic though, and he makes the best Dark Souls videos. He has the imported version, which is Japanese. He had it before it came out, so I've been watching his videos a lot. Now you know that red dragon, right? That's on the bridge, and you have to run past them to the side of the bridge. You got to go to the right side of the bridge and just run. And the fire takes off health, but not as much as if it would have killed you. If you run in the middle of the bridge, it takes off all your health. Right? That dragon, his tail, you can take his tail off, and he drops the Drake Sword, which is a dragon sword, and it has 200 attack power, which is like double, which your starting equipment is, and it doesn't have high perimeters for you to use it. Like you just have to have 14 strength and I think 13 dexterity, and then you can use the sword, and it kills everything in Undeadburg and Undead Parish, all those places. It kills everything with at least 1 hit or 2 hits, and then it's whatever is in front of you is dead. The Cape Knights, it kills them like maybe almost 2 hits, and it leaves like a chunk of energy, like a little chunk of energy left after you hit them twice. But this sword gets the job done, and it makes the game start off a lot easier. And I feel like the developers put that there. It's hidden, but once you find out about it, it makes your life so much more easier in this game, starting off. But it's a secret. It's not like they know they took the Nexus and the Stockpile Thomas, almost dropped it. Stockpile Thomas and the Ed and Bone and all those guys. They know they removed a lot of stuff that would help the Dark Souls players. They know they removed that. They know that we're looking for that stuff, and they know they took it out. So they put that sword there, And man, is it a help. Now, what you do is, damn computer, stop going dark on me. What you do is, you know the area where you're going under this bridge and you can see the dragon's tail right before you get to that side area and where those 3 poisonous rats are. You have to get a bunch of arrows. You don't have to get high power arrows because I thought you had to get, heavy arrows or fire arrows, something strong to take this tail off. Just go farm go farm like maybe 2,000, 3,000 souls, or maybe 2,000 souls should do it, or 1,000 or something. And there's a guy who's also in the beginning of the game where you fight those 2 shield guys in Undeadburg. When you fight those 2 shield guys when you first get there, before the guys are throwing the bombs down, you go downstairs and after you kill those 2 shield guys, there's a bunch of boxes. You break those boxes, you go downstairs. There's a guy that sells arrows in the beginning. You buy a bunch of arrows, right? Just get your exploration on. You should be able to find them because I'm not too good at telling you exactly where to go, and I don't make gameplay videos, so you're gonna have to figure this out. But I'm giving you the basic information. You just get a bunch of arrows and you go under that bridge the bridge before where those 3 poisonous rats are, and you just keep wailing on his tail with arrows. And then once his tail falls off, you get this sword. And believe me, it helps you a freaking lot. I've gotten that. I cut the tail off of the gargoyles, and I got the gargoyle tail axe from the twin gargoyles on top of the roof when you ring the first bell. Right now I'm working on ringing the second bell. I'm taking everything slow because I'm powering up my armor, and I'm powering up my my stats. So I'm taking things slow. I'm like farming for souls right now, and well, it's good, guys. Like, if you see soul signs on the floor, summon people for help. Like, I'm trying to get summoned in people's worlds so I can help them, and also I can farm souls at the same time. Because that's a good way of farming souls, by using the white soul sign. Because if you die, you return back to your world, but you keep your souls. So that's an awesome way to farm for souls. So I use that mechanic a lot to help me out, for leveling up my character. This game is just freaking awesome, man. It's freaking awesome. The only thing that bothered me about it at all was that the limited edition came with digital content, music CD and behind the scenes videos that I couldn't even use because I tried to download them on my Mac and they're like zip files, and I watched the video telling me how to download them the right way, and that didn't work. So I don't have the soundtrack, and I don't have the behind the scenes, but I'm downloading that off of a program at my father's house as we speak. So I'll get them, but they didn't work out the box on my computer. Not a big deal because the game made up for it in every single way. Now, this game is not for the passive gamer, the person who just buys something and think they're going to beat it in like 5 to 10 hours or something like that. Like, you just sit down. This game, it takes dedication and time and patience to play. And it's for a real hard-body gamer, not that passive RPG player. You know what I mean? Difficulty-wise, to me, this makes Oblivion look like a cakewalk. Because Oblivion is just the love of that game comes from the openness, the vastness of what is actually out there in that world. This game does the same thing on more of a linear path, but the linear path is done so well that it doesn't feel linear. Like, I found plenty of new hidden little places that I'm like, maybe I shouldn't go over here, but I know it's there now, but I'm like, maybe I shouldn't go there yet, because you just don't know what the hell's behind any corner. You don't want to die and lose all your souls. You know what I mean? But make sure you guys get this game, man. If you're a real RPG player, a fan of Demon Souls, this game is a freaking 10 out of 10. It's freaking awesome. Awesome. But it's unforgiving, though. I can't recommend it to everybody, but for the hardcore gamers out there, this is for us, for sure. Real Gamers Stand Up. Tomorrow I'm going to be picking up Spider-Man. I'll do an unboxing for that. I'm going to finish paying off my Batman tomorrow, just to get that out the way. I don't think I'm going to get Battlefield Day 1. I'm not getting Call of Duty at all, but I am going to get Battlefield eventually. Real Gamers Stand Up. Leave comments, subscribe, let me know what you guys are up to. Let me know how your Dark Souls playthroughs are going. And I'll talk to you guys soon. Rest in peace, Steve Jobs.